Alright, hi guys, Beetlejuice here, welcome. And this time we're not going to do any sim racing. I'm just going to react on a Facebook post that caught my attention. Actually, it's not the post, but it's the comments. So as you can see, this is a post about hood view users and what it looks like in real life if we use hood view. And of course, it's funny. I find it funny. Also, I use the hood view a lot because I find it advantageous because you can see the corners more, and sim racing at the end of the day is a competition. Is a So therefore I wanted to get as much advantage over over the competition as much as I can. But you know, this is funny. I find it funny. Even my friends posted it. Even my friends shared it to me, and yeah, we all had a good laugh. But going into the comment section, let's just focus on this thread here. So this guy asked, "Why does someone else's choices bother so many sim racers?" And then there's a reply here by Mr. Thomas, and I'm not going to um blot out their names. It's a lot of work. So let's just read it. So because they have an elitist prick, stick it up their ass. I organize a league in AMS2 and we have one person using the hood cam. I don't force anyone to use a specific camera. Aren't all leagues doesn't require such camera rules? I mean, I get that some leagues require you to have a wheel, but camera? I don't think so. Then this guy here, sad. Let's just read it. I'm not going to read everything. I'm just going to, read the comments that brought my attention to this post. So he said, I love how it always has to be some elitist prick. How about a joke or just pointing out that you are doing it wrong and there is a better way? In my estimation, there are more clueless wounded birds on here than elitist pricks. Wow. If someone points out you're doing something wrong and there is a better way and you take it personally and call them a prick, or you are the one with the problem. Need I remind you, you are on a sim racing page. Not you personally, but you get what I'm saying. I run AMS2 lobbies as well and would never invite some noob who does not even drive in the proper view to destroy my race. It is about an even playing field. Doing it wrong is simply doing it wrong. Simple. So, what can I say? This is the most idiotic comment that I've read so far today. And I find it baffling. How does it how does a hood camp user ruin your race? Like I get it, hood cam users, bonnet cam users can see more. And isn't that what sim and as I've said a while ago, sim racing is a competition. So therefore you will use anything that is that will give you an advantage. And if a sim racer feels like a hood cam gives them an advantage, then why not let them use it? And at the end of the day, it's a game. Let people have their fun. Let them play their game the way they wanted it to be played. It's that simple. Okay? The fact that you are not willing to invite a noob, oh my god, that is rich coming from a guy who um who is absolutely a prick to call someone a noob. Like Just because they're using bonnet view, they're a noob. I find that hard to believe. And guys, to be fair, people like this, people who says things like this, for the most part, they're the guys who are 10, 15 seconds off the pace. And I'm not saying that this guy is 10 to 15 seconds off the pace, but I'm just telling you guys from experience that most people who says things like this are 10 to 15 seconds off the pace. But nonetheless, let's not insult his sim racing skills and just focus on what he is saying. So, um, in my opinion, hood view, cockpit view, chase cam view, it doesn't change how quick you are. Like at least I've tried before. I tried switching to cockpit view. Of course, I was slow because I am seeing more of the interior of the car rather than the racetrack itself. So I ran a few laps, kept running. I was on cockpit view for about an hour and a half. I was on I was in Imola. So at first I was 2 second. I was a second to a second and a half of my best time, of my average time rather. Then as I go on, my um my driving skills tend to adapt to what I am seeing. So what I'm saying is, at the end of the day, we are human beings, and human beings are the most adaptable species on the planet. So therefore, if I'm going to switch to a cockpit view, I can safely say that it will not change my lap times. So the fact that you're saying that there's an advantage using cockpit view is completely stupid, and all I can say is that get good. If you're getting beaten by a hood cam user, get good. Okay? Such idiotic comments. Like this is what grinds my gears. Like people who tell you that you are doing it wrong. Like if the game allows you to use the hood cam, then you're not doing anything wrong, right? It's just you being stupid and being blaming blaming others for being bad. Like, oh, he's using the hood cam, therefore is 4 or 5 seconds faster than me because he can see more of the road, and that's your problem. Then switch to hood cam view too. It's a simple problems require simple solutions. Okay, so this discussion is going on and on. At the end of the day, this guy is really stupid. And aside from that, there might be other reasons why people use headcam. Like for me personally, I have a 24-inch monitor, and my goal is to always see more of the road. What I plan in the future is if I do have the money to buy at least a 34-inch ultra wide, that's what I'm planning to buy. I will switch to cockpit view, to for added immersion. But at this point, on a 24-inch monitor, I think hood view is the best at the moment for me. And also, there are also people who are also playing on their laptops. So again, if we are there are players who are playing on a smaller monitor, the goal is always to see more of the road, at least in my opinion. And then going down, I think this is the most sensible comment that I've read on here. So he said, because anything that isn't iRacing doesn't fit their definition of a sim. Exactly. And they spent a lot of money on their pretend time, so naturally they feel obligated to talk down on anything else. Camera settings are just low hanging fruit for them to project their insecurity. Exactly. Yeah, they're insecure because The hoodcam users are might be they might see hoodcam users beating the shit out of them for the full race, and in my opinion, that's just shitty attitude. All I can say is grow up. Nothing ever really matters when it comes to sim racing. At the end of the day, we are make believe racers. We are racing virtually because we cannot afford racing in real life, so therefore we project our dreams through racing games. And since these are games, it is meant for people to have fun. So why ruin their fun? Why ruin their experience by telling them that hoodcam view? Well, I mean, if, for example, if a guy plays on the hoodcam view and they like it, why tell them that it is wrong? At the end of the day, as I've said earlier, it's not wrong because the game allows it. And the reason you guys are telling them it's wrong is because you're bad. Don't give us an excuse that it's like cockpit views is mandatory because it is a sim. At the end of the day, if the setting allows, then let them race. Let them use whatever view they want. It's not their fault that you guys are 10-15 seconds off the pace using cockpit view. If I were you, if you are 10 to 15 seconds off the pace using cockpit view, why not use another view, you know, to at least give you an advantage? But then again, it's up to you. Everybody has their preferences, and as long as it is not hurting us, as long as it is not hurting our experience in the games we play, I think that's okay. As long as they are not cutting the track, as long as they are not killing people or ramming people off the track, I think that's okay. Hoodcam, they can use whatever they want. They can use hoodcam. They can just use racing lines. They can use automatic steering, whatever they want, as long as they are racing in the most civilized way online. And I've been talking for several minutes now, and I think this is the time to end the video. So yeah, to cut the story short, let other sim racers play how they play, and shut the fuck up if you think that cockpit view is mandatory. It's not your say at the end of the day. And yeah, I guess that's the end of the video, guys. Thank you for watching. Uh, Again, this is just a rant, and I'm sorry for ranting for several minutes. And see you in the next video, guys. Thank you so much.